Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Russ over at Midlife Comics. In about 2.5 hours, I'll be going to go see Spider-Man: Homecoming. This video was supposed to be kind of like my thoughts and impressions before I head into the movie. My expectations, things like this. And I was going to try to compare it, predictions. I was going to try to compare it to how I feel after I come out of the movie theater. So let's just see what this is. This isn't really scripted or anything, but pretty much, I like to go off the top of the dome. But pretty much, I don't really have any expectations going into this. After seeing Spider-Man's debut in Civil War, I was pretty happy with that. So just more of that moving forward. I'm just stoked to see this deal go through, and Spider-Man does get his own full-featured movie within the MCU. I'm kind of curious, if anything, to see how far Marvel's going to dip their toes into the Spider-Man franchise, saying that they don't own the movie rights to it, and if Sony pulls a Sony after their fifth movie, how's that going to affect anything? Is Marvel going to overextend themselves? And then if Spidey gets yoinked back, are they going to be able to recover from that? Or, I don't know. I have to put my faith in Lord Feige. He's done pretty well so far. But how's that going to pan out? Is it to put more pressure on Sony and Spider-Man? Like, say this movie's a big success, and the minute Sony tries to make something without Marvel, which they're already trying to do with Venom, and it caused that whole backlash, the whole Amy Pascal thing about a week ago. Is Marvel betting on Sony shooting themselves in the foot and kind of like fumbling the Spider-Man license back into their hands? I feel funny saying this out loud because I don't want to jinx their game, but that's what this is. But it kind of feels that way. And if I was Marvel, I'd be hedging on that too. I don't want to put too much faith in Sony. Not to really bag on any one company, but anyway, that's for a whole other video. Maybe I'll get into some $3 theater mundane Matt type stuff and talk about that. But basically, I like the cast. Zendaya. I don't know. She's really talented, and I kind of root for her. The other girl who plays Liz, she's lovely. Root for her too. I'm all for the casting. Tom Holland, seeing RDJ in there to be kind of like the glue, maybe passing the mantle on to Spidey a little bit, which kind of goes back to what I was discussing earlier about is how far out is Marvel Studios willing to make Spider-Man a linchpin, knowing that Sony could turn tail and back off or screw the whole thing up with their Venom movie or their Black Cat movie. That to me is going to be the main thing. As far as the writing and directing and stuff, like I said, I know it'll be a solid MCU movie. That's all I want. I'll probably, coming out of there, agree that it is the third best Spider-Man movie, because you can't really beat those first two. Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1, and then probably this movie. Granted, if you go back and watch those movies, they don't quite hold. Spider-Man 2 holds up quite well. Spider-Man 1, not so much. It's still really good, though, especially for the time. Those were amazing movies. But yeah, I'm just expecting more solid MCU fare to get us through to the next MCU thing, which will probably be the Defenders, even though those aren't related. But this is the thing to tie us over until then. Defenders, and Inhumans, and Thor. And then next year it's just going to go crazy with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Black Panther, The Runaways, whatever other thing they're working on. We'll see by then. Cloak and Dagger. And then we'll be getting into Black Panther and then into all the MCU movies proper after that. But yeah, I'm just expecting to be entertained. So let's see if that's what I'm saying when I come back, and I have a feeling it will be. So, this is part A. We'll see part 2 later on this evening or tomorrow or something like that. So, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for my review and my full feelings. My full feelings when all this is said and done.